YAHAWAH'S. This is a wonderful time to be in the land of the living with all the things that are going on in the world. Glad that all you Akim could attend. Let's pray for the brothers that were not able to make it for one reason or another. We pray that the Most High will, cause them to be able to, have the intestinal fortitude to get here by His leading. And that's what this is all about. We know that circumstances going to arise and we're going to have to deal with it. We're living in trying times. I mean, they're going to keep coming out. Brothers were able to come out yesterday evening, which is good. That's the start of the day. And prayerfully, they'll be, on their way. I know certain brothers got things. And the Most High understands that. But Satan understands it as well. And he's always trying to put obstacles in your way and test your faith. It's a matter of faith. You could be led two ways. And Tabernacles is just talking about the gathering, but also synonymous with the leading of YAHAWAH'S, the set apart spirit. This is the reason that YAHAWAH'S had to lead, so I would send you the comforter so you wouldn't be comfortless. That means you wouldn't be without the Most High Spirit in times of trouble. When needing the guidance, when needing the leading. We all as men, and it's interesting that it's all men here. Once again, give me the Deuteronomy 16:16. That's, I just want to kind of home in on that, if we can.
This is Deuteronomy 16:16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before Yahweh thy power, in the place which he shall choose.
Right.
In the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. And if you notice the place that he will choose. Now the place that the Most High is choosing in these last days and how it transcends as it relates to dispensationalism, we're not literally, I mentioned before, we're not literally in the Exodus that we were initially when it first happened. Matter of fact, the prophecies bear record that we're going to talk about the second Exodus, and the first Exodus not going to be mentioned. We see that, going into the wilderness, yes, we're in a wilderness state, and we're sojourners, but we're not literally going through that same wilderness. So we have to understand where we are dispensationally. And the Most High said now that the males have to appear, but Deuteronomy was a prophecy. Before those instructions were given to Israel, this was in the mind of Marsha, and then he gave it to the people. Oddly enough, 2 or 3 months after we came out of Egypt, then on Mount Sinai, we see the giving of the law, right? So a lot of those women that were coming over, they were unclean women, men were defiled. We had not had the law, but the initial point was us gathering. And circumstances is causing us to gather. And right now, in the time of the Most High's grace, that's why circumstances are coming. But eventually, we're going to have to really digest that law. The law is paramount to everything because he's bringing us out of the wilderness of sin so that he could teach us. The purpose was so that we would serve him. Read the Deuteronomy 16:16 again. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before Yahweh thy power,
right,
in the place which he shall choose,
right,
in the feast of unleavened bread,
right,
and in the feast of weeks.
Give me Romans 12:1.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
Right. So where are we today? Give me Romans 12:1.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
What does he want us to be?
Holy, acceptable unto the Most High.
So the place that he chooses now is us. It's not the physical area. It's not even physical Jerusalem right now. And I know a lot of people say that, yeah, well, you need to go over to Israel 3 times a year right now. But remember, the prophecy said that he would gather us.
Right.
And he doesn't dwell in an unclean vessel. Is Israel clean right now?
That's a beautiful point, Elder.
Bring it out. Go ahead. We can chop it up.
Yeah, because the fact that we are in captivity and we got to be delivered, so that's a sign that we would be in a distant land and wouldn't be able to make those pilgrimages.
We wouldn't be
able. A lot of us wouldn't.
A lot of us wouldn't be able to make it. But that's why, even concerning the temple and Solomon and what he did, remember after David, that temple that was dedicated, it said whoever prayed in that direction. That was the meaning, and the spiritual significance was we have to look to the Most High for our guidance. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to bring this out because your brothers is bringing it out mighty with that understanding. This is Ezekiel 11 and 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Most High God, although I have cast them far off among the heathens. That's us right now.
That's
cast
right.
off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet I will be to them as a little sanctuary
You see
in
that?
the countries where they shall come.
You see that? So now we see that the Most High has chosen us to be the place where he puts his name.
Right.
And the name in the water, the name even in Hebrew, Hashem, is actually dealing with the water. It's dealing with authority. A lot of times we just think name is title, but it's dealing with authority. And he chooses us, and that's why he calls us, all males are called, so he can give us our rightful authority. Because it's been stripped from us. The knowledge of who you are, you have no authority when the knowledge of who you are is stripped, and our enemies knew that. But the restoration of our people is having the knowledge of who we are, and this is why he says, it's men I call. I call you to gather so I can put my spirit in you, and you can have your authority back so that we can take the kingdom. That's what the gathering, and I think a lot of times we don't realize that. We don't realize how important it is for us to gather. You see what I'm saying? Read the Romans 12 again. And 1.
I beseech, Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you therefore.
He said, I beseech you. Paul understood this. Read.
Therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God.
He was begging, by the grace of the Most High, the kindness, which is his law, statutes, and commandments towards us. Come on.
That ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Where would you present your bodies? At the feast days.
That's right.
That's why it's so important. We can't make light of it. We're to be present. He said 3 times a year, all males are to appear before me. So you have to be in his presence. Where would his presence be with Israel? He promised, where 2 or 3 are gathered.
And I'll be in the midst.
I'm going to be in the midst. He's going to be there. Where are usually 2 or 3 are gathered? It's at the feast days.
Right.
Sabbaths, new moons. Because we're gathered what? In his name, not in our name.
Right.
In his authority. What's his authority? Because he called us to be there. He told us to be there.
Right.
Read on.
And be not conformed to this world.
Don't allow this world to mold you. Don't allow this world to conform you and manipulate. Don't let your family, don't let your circumstances. Remember, we are in temporary dwelling places. We talk about this is not our rest. You think the Most High gonna give you rest? He gonna actually give us trials. Not temptation, but trials to prove us. Hell, the military that what many of us joined, you had to be proven, you had to go through trials. You don't think a lot of times these circumstances arise to see what you're gonna do, to see who you gonna put first? These are the trials. These are the tests. It ain't per chance at the last minute when you're supposed to be with the Most High, something comes up. It's a reason. Or prior to you getting here. Why is it always during the feast days it seem like all hell breaks loose? Something.
Right.
You weren't arguing with your rib before. Then all of a sudden, right there in the 7th month, all hell, it's like it broke loose. And this is why we have to be led by the Spirit, and this is what this day is all about. Give me Leviticus 23. Let's roll in the Spirit around 26 and bring it
real quick.
Yeah, you sure can.
It's a couple verses. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 73 It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And verse 74 says, hear, O my beloved.
Well, let's not run over what you just
Okay,
said.
okay, we'll go back.
Tried in the fire.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
This is why we're proof. This is why we go through the anguish. This is why we're going through the tough time. This is why you're going through your challenges. It's all of us got challenges. It's whether physical or spiritual, but it's for this reason here. Come on.
And they shall be tried.
They shall be what?
They shall be tried.
You're going to be tried. If you're chosen, you're tried. Come on.
As the gold in the fire.
It's going to hurt. If gold could speak, what type of cry would that be?
Man.
Read on.
Going through changes.
You being conformed. It's not supposed to be, it's supposed to feel like resistance. Because what Paul say, what shall separate me from the love of the Most High?
Right.
It's a tribulation. You know, let's get that. Somebody get that. If y'all know where that is real quick. Bring that up.
Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
But I will what?
But I will deliver you from the same.
That's the same language as us coming out of Egypt. We had that cloud with us, the Most High's presence, and He delivered us. He delivered us out of Egypt, out of the bondage, but He also allowed us to be put through that bondage. Bring it out.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Because it's a matter of faith. A lot of the things that you challenge with your job and all this stuff, and it's not supposed to be like, I'm going to serve the Most High because everything is working out.
Right. That's right.
That's not how it's going to go. Are you going to serve the Most High when it seems like nothing is working out?
Right.
We had to believe Him for everything. Though we're not in that same physical wilderness, we are spiritually in that same wilderness of not knowing. You know what it takes to follow the Most High? Is to be able to be led without knowing the destination. That's what it takes. But we see, what did that do to a lot of our people? Had them complaining, had them doubt. But that's why that scripture says what it says. Read it again.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid.
Don't be afraid. Most of the reasons why we don't serve the Most High is fear motivated. What I'm going to lose. Think about it. How can you lose in a lose situation?
Right.
In a loss situation.
Right? Yeah.
They losing. How you lose? Your job will not allow you to make up or anything that you put before the Most High, whether it be relationships or anything. That's not going to have value enough to balance your relationship with the Most High. It's all or nothing. All or nothing. And the trials you're going through, they're going to look like you're supposed to go that way.
Right.
But we decide to make a right and then a left, leaving everything behind. That's the left. The left is everything behind. But we can never go back. You can't make another left if you right.
Right.
A lot of brothers keep making lefts. Come on.
It says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High your power is your guide.
Ooh, and I didn't have that scripture. That's the Spirit. The Most High is our guide. And this is what Tabernacles is all about. And it's going to take faith and take trust. Read the Leviticus.
Did you want that Romans 8?
Yeah, Romans.
Yeah, Romans. I want to read. It's like 4 verses. This is
Bring it
Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach?
Again, because that's what the challenges are, to separate you from the love. The love is synonymous with intimacy, His presence, His guidance, His leading, His covering. Him dwelling with you. Come on. Who shall separate you from that?
Shall tribulation?
Shall tribulate. If we were to break down these words,
And for time's sake, we're not going to do it. But in your own time, just get the real meaning of tribulation, see what it is. Whenever you're faced with something, see, is this my test right here? Or which way I'm going to go? Am I dealing with this? Tribulation, come on.
Or distress.
Or distress.
Or persecution.
Come on.
Or famine.
Come on.
Or nakedness.
Right?
Or peril. Or sword. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
This is our present state, man. Come on.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors.
We are what?
More than conquerors.
And when you notice, you see the similes or the remezes going back to sheep. Sheep, again, sacrifice. Going back to us being that sacrifice. It takes a sacrifice for you to come here. It takes a sacrifice to keep the Shabbat. It should be a sacrifice. You got to give up something. It ain't going to be without price.
Hey, that's heavy if you read verse 32.
Come on.
Come on, let's get 32 real quick. Romans 8:32. He that spared not his own son. Let me start at 31. What shall we say then? Say to these things, if God be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things?
You see that?
That's heavy.
And so this is why, even for us, Yahweh shall make an intercession for us on the right hand of the Father. And for us who are stronger, we should be strengthening brothers and encourage them how important it is to be here, how important it is to gather, and don't take it lightly, because it is one of the weightiest matters that we have undertaken, if not the weightiest matter, especially as it relates to your salvation. Go back to what you read.
Let me get 38. For I am persuaded that neither death.
So something you gotta die. If we even have given up our life, what part of your life is still alive that's separating you from the Most High? Read.
Come, for I am persuaded that
I'm fully convinced, man.
Come.
You can't turn me.
Right.
Come on.
That's a hard stance to take.
That's a definitive line in the sand.
Yep.
Cross the line, so to speak. You asking Satan to cross the line. Come on.
That neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High.
So we don't cross the line.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We put the definitive line. And again, that's what the Torah is technically a fence. The law protects us. All right?
Like a tabernacle.
Like the tabernacle. And so whenever we comply, we're protected. Whenever we disobey, we're free game.
Right.
Come on.
Which is in Hamashiach, YAHAWAH'S.
Which is where it's in Hamashiach, YAHAWAH'S.
I sit on that.
All right. One of the things I want to kind of bring out, and then we'll get that scripture. I got you holding. You got something? You found it? You didn't find it? No, that was the one I wanted.
I got one real quick.
Okay, bring it out.
And this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also, and it says, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
In your conscience, you see that? And this is him dwelling with us, Emmanuel, if you will, the Most High with us, and being that light. One of the things when we come together, like I said before, it's a remembrance. Remembering is to bring to the forefront of our minds. In order to receive this gift, like we had mentioned of atonement, that this is a gift and they're all linked together. But to receive this gift, the number one component was what? Humility. When you show up before the Most High, that's showing, in spite of your trials, that's showing that you bow down to Him. That's what humility is. It means to bow down or to submit. And so that shows that you're humble to Him. The gift is you being present. You being present, that's how you receive the gift. You can't get it if you're not there.
Right.
That's why he says it's a holy convocation,
I'm giving you this spiritual gift. Acceptance or refusal is similar to a betrothal. Remember what he told Israel, that he would betroth them? Imagine on the wedding day, she don't show.
Damn. Damn.
They were supposed to enter into covenant.
Right.
You know, he told Israel that he would betroth Israel. And one of the things is infidelity, faithful. Who wants an unfaithful wife? And Israel, we have been unfaithful. We haven't showed up at the betrothal. And we haven't showed up.
That Jeremiah?
Yeah, if you could get that.
Yeah.
We haven't showed up at the betrothal. And so, this is things I was just jotting down. Betrothal is relationship. The evidence one is in covenant and protected, covered, led, and guided. So it's just like the mystery of marriage. The head of the wife is the man. The head of the man is Hamashiach. But if you don't submit, you don't get that protection. How can you? You done left my protection. I got all this for you. My rib, I got all this for you. I'm gonna protect you. Got all these guns out of the load. I'm training. It's all about you. And now you creeping.
Dang.
What you think gonna happen with one of them guns that was protected
Right.
if I see you creeping? The one that was used to protect you, now I gotta get you both.
That's a heavy spirit you gotta hold back from.
That's a heavy. Come on.
Yeah, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse 1. It says, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Not that land. And the Most High is using the analogy. This isn't saying that, yeah, you could go back to a woman. I'm not, I wouldn't advocate that, but that's another topic for another day. But the analogies he's giving is how Israel and how his mercy has been towards us. Read on.
It says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Man, our job, literally other women, literally for other women, other men. Now it's getting crazy. You playing the harlot with objects and stuff. It's getting crazy. Come on, the objects of your desire.
Dang.
And he says, yet return again to me,
Most High.
saith Yahweh.
What you say? Okay, Shalom. He said, yet what?
He said, yet return again to me, saith Yahweh.
He said, return to him. And how do we come back to him? In these days. When we gather, whenever. That's why the Most High don't need to have given the feast days every year, after year, especially when the sacrificial system was done away with. Why you think he's doing it? It's for us. And for our generations, the promise that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What is Smokey saying, man? Take advantage, man. Take advantage. Come on.
Verse 2, it says, lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been laying with. In the ways hast thou set for them as the Arabian in the wilderness. And thou hast polluted the land.
Thou hast what?
Thou hast polluted the land.
Come on.
With thy whoredoms.
That's what we've done. Come on.
And with thy wickedness.
Come on.
Therefore the showers have been withholden.
This is why we're going through what we're going through as a people. Come on.
And there have been no latter rain.
Read.
And thou hast, and thou whose whores for forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed.
And this is our rebellion, man. We got to stop that. And if you refuse to be ashamed, what is that? That's pride. That's pride. You still keep doing it. You still keep counting lightly that, hey, I'm not going to come to the presence. I don't have to be in the presence of the Most High. Yes, you do. And it comes with sacrifice. Come on.
Verse 4, it says, wilt thou not from this time cry unto me, my Father, thou art my God.
Come on. You see that?
Yeah.
You see how it's related to him being with us and leading us. All right? Like a husband in a righteous relationship leads his wife. All right? So give me the Leviticus 23. Is it there where he said, I'll betroth you? You already read that? Get the one, I'm going to betroth you in fidelity. It's a list of what he said he would betroth Israel. So just find that if you can. Give me the Leviticus 23 and 26, I believe, where we are today in this feast. I think it's around maybe 31. 34. Let's go there.
So Leviticus chapter 24, verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 days unto Yahawah.
So the Feast of Tabernacles is not just one day. We understand that it's 7 days dealing with the completeness. Come on. And it's a feast unto what?
Unto Yahawah.
Unto Yahawah. That's why this is a sacrifice.
Right.
All right? This is where one would have to give up something and be present. Read.
On the first day shall be an holy convocation.
Right?
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
So a holy convocation is where we will come together. It was already said in Deuteronomy 60, 3 times a year, all males. So we will all come together to convocate with a public reading. There would have to be a reading of some sort. When you go into holy convocation, that's what that's synonymous with. Come on.
7 days ye shall offer an offering.
You see, it's a sacrifice. So it's always associated with something. They had to come and sacrifice. These brothers had to make pilgrimages from distant lands, and they had to bring something with them. Remember, they couldn't show up empty-handed. Right? And look how lackadaisical we kind of take these feast days. Read.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire.
Come on.
Unto Yahawah. On the 8th day
That's today. Come on.
shall be in holy convocation.
That's still the Feast of Tabernacles. On this day, we're to get together. Read on.
On the 8th day shall be in holy convocation unto you.
8 is synonymous with new beginnings. 7 is complete, but 8, this seals it. This seals it. This is where the newness and the oneness and the relationship comes. This is where he signs off that I'm going to be with you. Read.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire.
It's still a sacrifice. It would be a sacrifice, even on the 8th day. And wonder why a lot of times we have resistance with trying to get here. It's about a sacrifice. It wasn't easy for them brothers.
That's heavy.
You see what I'm saying? Read.
Unto Yahawah.
Uh-huh.
It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
It's no working. It's a solemn assembly. We're together. So it's a difference about having to appear and then having to keep something.
Wow.
These are the ones where the Most High said 3 times, he wants us to be together. All right? The Sabbath, sometimes you can do that by yourself. Do that at the house. But these convocations, we're to come to new moons, we're to come together, we're together. And it's so important because as a man, if you're not there, where's your sacrifice? And that's rebellion in the eyes of the Most High.
It's a lot, but you miss the obedience.
You miss the right to be present. Even when we were in elementary school, I don't know if they do this now. They used to take attendance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you had so many misses, you
Right,
know,
right.
You was called into the office.
Yeah.
You know, you meeting with the principal.
Yeah.
You might not graduate.
You may not graduate based on your attendance. How much more the same with attendance at work?
Man, that's true.
Think about the attendance 3 times in a year. That's all he asks. That's light for attendance. And look at the reward. So that's what I want you to really hear in that verse. You hear about sacrifice. We hear sacrifice. We are the sacrifices. One of the things that we got to experience and understand, give me Deuteronomy 23. Tabernacles is something that we have to find. If you remember, tabernacles, a place really technically where he would dwell. So it's a searching out, and now it's introspection with us. You got to ask yourself, if I'm a temporary dwelling place, if I represent the tabernacle, which we see many scriptures to support that, and that he wants to dwell with us, he doesn't dwell in an unclean vessel. He calls them holy convocations because they're set apart so that he could be present. Then you have to ask, what is it about me that's causing him not to be with me? What contaminants do I have that I need to get rid of, that I make sure that I'm a clean vessel and that's my sacrifice? Why would you offer the Most High a dirty vessel to dwell in? Why would you have him drink from an unclean cup? Some with urine all in it. And then you just threw it out and then you give it to him. He's not dwelling in there. What's that? We
That's
gotta.
almost disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful to even show up knowing that you're not an acceptable sacrifice, expecting to be changed and rewarded. That's the spirit of Cain. It's worse for you to come and know you're not acceptable, or it's worse for you to start and not finish. That's a disrespect to the Most High, not to me.
Right.
But we just have to see the seriousness of it, because guess what? It's going to be infectious. You tell your brother, man, no, man, you can't. Ain't no way that what you saying that you don't understand the gravity of this thing.
You got to make it.
You got to make it.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 23. Give me verse 9.
Come. This is Deuteronomy 23 and 9. When the host goeth forth against thine enemies, then keep thee from every wicked thing.
Then keep thee from every wicked thing. Why we had to be away from it's so important to keep us away from wickedness. And these gatherings are instructions even to the Most High's military. That's why he said, man,
Right.
we left Egypt with his army. These are military instructions because we were going in other lands and we needed his guidance and protection. These are military strategies to defeat our enemies. We were going to take people's lands.
Right.
And you had to have his presence.
Hey, Salati, that's just like how we blow up the trumpet on the new moon, and if you're not here to hear the shofar, hey, you might miss the us leaving. It might be a calling on that feast day.
Or now, because you missed it, you didn't leave with the troops. You alone and subject to the enemy. How well is it for brethren
By yourself,
to
right.
dwell together?
Right.
Psalms 133. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Come. If there be verse 10. If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness,
Ooh, come on.
that chanceth him by night, then shall he go abroad out of the camp.
He got to go out the camp.
Damn.
And that's why a lot of times, even spiritually,
That's heavy.
a lot of us are unclean. That's why we're, you don't really feel a part of what's going on.
Right.
You feel kind of outside, alienated.
What you are.
The Most High, because this is his vessel. This is his tabernacle. All right? We're his temple. Anybody that defile the temple, what the Most High gonna do? He gonna destroy it. Read.
Come. He shall not come within the camp.
Can't come in the camp. Read.
But it shall be, when evening cometh on, he shall wash himself with water, and when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again.
And think about our brothers had to know that he had done that.
Right.
That's why we got to be accountable to one another. Brother, did you get cleaned up
Right.
before you came back in
Right.
here? We would have to know that happened. Read. And we're accountable to one another.
That's going to that confession.
That confession.
Confess your faults one to another.
It's important
Yeah.
because uncleanness is going to defile the whole camp. Read.
Verse 12. Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad. And that's it.
Well, think about this. The word abroad means outside the camp, meaning if anyone became unclean or there was any form of uncleanness, where are we spiritually today?
In an unclean land.
In an unclean land.
With unclean people.
With unclean people, with unclean contaminants.
Yeah.
We got to make sure that we're cleansed and wash ourselves. You're going to get contaminated,
Right.
but you got to make sure that you go through the process before you even come to the camp. Uncleanness in the midst of the camp. The person would have to go abroad out of the camp, meaning they would have to go outside the camp. The porter, you know, when you think about your responsibility as a porter or a giver or someone that is a servant, you got to make sure that you're not contaminating people inside the camp, even as a servant. If you're contaminated, a porter is a waiter, right? A servant, right? We got to make sure that when we're servants, we're not contaminating those that we serve, all right? And it's very important that the camp stays clean. This word clean, taher, a primitive root, property to be bright, that is, to be pure, physically sound, clear, unadulterated, Levitically uncontaminated. The Levites, the priests, had to make sure and ensure that you was, that's why his job was to put a difference between clean and unclean. Literally, go see the priest if you leper or what. YAHAWAH'S told him, you gotta go so he could pronounce you clean. Properly to be bright, Levitically uncontaminated, morally innocent. That's why he called them holy convocations. You can't be immoral and be a part of the convocation because you're not going to be innocent. A lot of us think these feasts are to make us morally innocent. You got to be morally innocent before you come and be in the midst of the camp. Right? Morally innocent, make self pronounced the same way he had to go in that water before he could come back to the camp. That's why some people don't need to teach. Some people don't need to go to camp. Some people need to be morally clean first and then come to camp. All right? Purge, purify. And we see the evidence of men not doing this and what it brings division. You see camps splitting up. If we were to maintain the level of purity and scrutinize what we allow in the camp, it wouldn't happen. We quick to lean on the side of acceptance, but we weak in responsibility, in consequence. You got to be just as stern in consequence. If you agree to something and you break it, then the Most High break you. That's the end of it. Yahawah commanded us to set up a designated place that was outside the camp, even when it came to with like how you got this porta potty here. It's outside, away from the camp. That's symbolizing that the practice was to require ritual purity. Everything he had us do was to make sure that we stayed pure and not be contaminated. Leviticus 11:44 says this: "For I am Yahawah your power. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy." You shall be holy, for I am holy. This is the responsibility if we want to see that oneness and him dwelling with us. Because if not, we just came out and had we might as well camped out with Edomites, man. Just had, they love camping.
Right.
They camp regular. They don't even, we out there training. They do this for fun.
Right.
Hike, go up mountains, do all, it's in their nature. They no bug spray. I've seen it, shorts, it's cold. I'm like, what type of spirit is that? They do that for fun. You see what I'm saying? And it's rough for us because we're acquainted with that. That's in our spirit, that's in our DNA. Those trials coming out of Egypt. All right. We don't like the wilderness. Right. Who embraces the wilderness? Like it's their natural habitat. Jake was a plain man that dwelt in tents. But we're not all, woodsy, so to speak.
Right.
All right. The word abroad means outside the camp. So that's where we'll find ourselves if we're unclean. Give me 2 Timothy 2:21.
Can I pull this that Deuteronomy you have me holding?
Come on.
Let me just get 14, if I could.
Sure.
This is Deuteronomy 23:14. For Yahweh thy power walketh in the midst of thy camp to deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee.
That's right.
Therefore shall thy camp be holy,
Right.
that he see no unclean thing in thee.
We got to realize
That's
that
it.
whenever we're gathered and we're in a camp, the Most High is watching us.
Mm-hmm.
And he's seeing what's the unclean thing. Remember, Joshua got in trouble because it was sin in the camp.
Right.
You see?
Go ahead, Precept.
Bring it out.
This is Isaiah 1:16. Wash you,
I just like that.
make you clean, put away the evil of your doings
Come
from
on.
before my eyes. Cease to do evil.
Cease to do evil. Did anybody find out I betroth you with
Oh, yeah,
righteousness?
yeah.
That's powerful. It's plain and simple. We got to stop ceasing to do evil. Evil is rebellion. Rebelling and making excuses not to be present. You got
Yeah.
What was that?
I got 2 Timothy 2:21.
Isaiah 1:16.
Okay, he's gonna read his precept, and then whoever has 2 Timothy 2:21.
2 Corinthians 11:2 says, For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy,
Come on,
for I have espoused you to one husband,
come on.
that I may present you as a chaste virgin to the Mashiach. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted.
That's a lot of us have allowed our minds to be corrupted. We're deceived into thinking that this isn't as serious, that this isn't a required sacrifice. The animal sacrifices are done away, but you're still required to be present and give a sacrifice, which is yourself. Being present is the sacrifice. Come on.
So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in the Mashiach.
And showing up holy is the sacrifice. Read on.
Verse 4, For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua Mashiach,
Come on.
whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, it might be you might be Salati, you might well bear with him.
Melt there with him.
Yeah.
Come. So we see the Most High is giving many over to their vile affections, just like the scriptures say. You got who got
You mean hold up? Yeah. That's 2 Timothy 2:21.
Uh-huh.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 22 or 21.
21.
21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work.
Do you see that? That's how we supposed to show up before the Most High. Go read the verse above it.
I'm going to start at 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth for sure. Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
That are what?
That are his.
Those that are his are those that he dwells with. Come on.
Come, and let every one that is named the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity.
Come on.
But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor.
Think about that. Some of us are honorable men before the Most High. Some of us are dishonorable. Read on.
Come. If a man therefore purge himself from these,
We got to purge ourselves. Come on.
he shall be a vessel unto honor,
Unto honor. Come on.
sanctified,
Come on.
and meet for the master's use.
Doesn't that sound like a sacrifice?
Come.
Read.
And prepared
Come
unto
on.
every good work.
Prepared. All the
Good
sacrifices had to be done that way.
Had to be clean.
Had to be clean too. That's us. Had to be cleansed too. All right. So I just want to give some precept. Bring it up.
That you was talking about. This is Hosea 2:19.
That's the one.
Yeah, it says, and I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness,
in righteousness,
and in judgment,
in judgment,
and in loving kindness,
in loving kindness,
and in mercy.
and mercy. So all those are incumbent of the Most High being with us, but a lot of times we don't understand the judgment. If betroth is the language of wife and coming together and that oneness, judgment. All right. So let's get Proverbs 3:5-6, and just a little some scriptures that speak of what it's going to take for him to dwell with us, and then I'm gonna close. But hopefully, we just meditate on this, because this is something active. We're supposed to be active as Israelites. It's just not once a year. The symbolism, the spiritual significance is now we actualize this and live this every day. So when we do meet, we get increased. When we do come together, we should be increasing spiritually. Every time we come to these feast days, we should be increasing. Next year, we should be at a whole nother level. By the time, if this place is here that long, he's equipping us for what's to come.
Salaki, if I may, when we have these conversations on the streets at camp, and we talk about the wife being disobedient to the husband on the 2/3 side, even in Israel, we gotta mirror that with us as Israelite, as men. If we betroth to the Most High, when the woman says, "You can't tell me nothing, I dress how I want to dress," but she wants some money, or she want the wifely duties without being submissive, that's almost like, as Israelites, we going off. We want the duties of being righteous brothers when we want to be, but then also, can we be righteous when it's not beneficial to us? Can we be submissive when it don't benefit you?
The example of the relationship of Hamashiach being our head, that's the example we should set for our women. Remember, a wicked woman is given to a wicked man.
Right.
So if you're not showing the example of submission, of obedience, you can't expect your wife to do that. She's not going to do it. You're not submissive. You don't come to feast days.
Right.
You don't come to new moon. Now you go tell her to do something.
Right.
You're like, please, you don't listen to the Most High. Why would I listen to you? Why would I have to follow an immoral man? You trying to get me to follow morals, but your morality of my response, but you're immoral yourself. That ain't gonna work.
Man.
Proverbs 3:5-6.
Proverbs 3, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Most High Yahweh."
It's gonna take trust.
Come.
It's gonna take faith to have that relationship. Come on.
With all thine heart.
Let me say something. I see great things for many of us. For those of us that get this, I see us increasing. But I also see trials, more trials and tribulations that are meant to destroy you if you don't.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Yeah, don't try to figure. Don't put what the Most High has instructed you to do. Don't put anything in that way. You better off just saying, I can't do it. That's better than to put it, because you'll always find an excuse. But at least if you say you're not able, that's a place of humility. That I can't do it is better than making excuses not to do it, because you're justifying yourself. Right. You're better off saying, I'm weak, I'm fleshly, I'm still dealing with this lust, I can't seem to, yeah, man, brothers can try to restore, just be honest. But if you're making excuses and you getting puffed up, you justifying yourself. You can't be, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything wrong to you. To keep doing it,
right?
That's justification. And we shouldn't justify ourselves before the Most High.
That's a dangerous place to be. If you start deceiving yourself, you start having your own precept that's going off, and you twisting the scriptures. That's a dangerous spot.
That's very dangerous. The Pharisees the wicked ones were legalists.
Right.
They found ways to manipulate the scriptures to their own hurt. The scriptures say that. Thinking that themselves to be wise.
Right.
But knowing nothing. Filthy sepulchres. Full of dead man's bones.
That's the grave.
That's the grave, man. Because many of us are walking dead. It's just a matter of time. You know how many people we seen here one day and gone the next?
Man.
I mean, they was here.
Yeah.
Now they not here no more. This ain't nothing to play with. Come on.
Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
You see that? Then he'll be with us. In all thy ways acknowledge him. It never says circumstances. Do what he tell you to do regardless, in spite of. Give me Psalms 37, 23 and 24. Yahshua, grab me Proverbs 16 and 9.
Salaki. Can I read verse 7 on it?
Come, you sure can.
It says, be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil.
And depart from evil. This is how we get that his presence. This is how he's actually one with us. And then Tabernacles is going to mean so much more. Because you truly have the experience. Notice, after Tabernacles, after the Maccabees celebrated Tabernacles, it was the month, so-called December, that they defeated
Right.
their enemies. Why you think they had the presence of the Most High? Whenever the Most High is with us, we win.
And that's heavy because them Levites was cleaning out all them scary brothers that was in sin, and they wouldn't have won had they not went and purged out the camp.
That's right.
Because remember with the Amorites, Israel went against the Amorites and they lost.
That's right.
Because they was in sin, and the Lord said, I'm not with you. Don't
Yeah.
go up there.
Yeah, you see, he's not, and when that's exactly what happens to us. We lose, and you may say, "Why am I losing?" A lot of times you lose it because the Most High ain't with you.
And then the camp, like you said earlier, it's infectious. So then the camp lost.
The whole camp.
Because of some brothers
The whole camp.
that wasn't doing it.
Where you think they get? Even in Esau's military, we're only as strong as our weakest link.
That's a weakest
But
link,
that's
yeah.
scriptural.
God.
Sit in the camp. Why you think they had us on the front line? Everybody left. Everybody right. Step for step, called lockstep.
God, that's
When
right.
we on that quarter deck, you hear them boots hitting the ground at the same time. One army, one man. What did it say? One band, one sound.
Yeah.
That's what we supposed. The troops that don't break their rank.
So like, that's heavy because I remember when I was in basic and right here in South Carolina, and I'm talking about every morning something so small. The law that we had was you had to shave.
Yeah.
You had to have the socks a certain
Yep.
length. I mean, you think it's something simple, but it was important. And the drill sergeant would come by and look at everybody's face
Yep.
to make sure that they were shaved. If there was a little stubble or a little bit here, you would be on the profile, or they would send you back to go shave if they was being nice, and then you come down. And I mean, you would think it's something like YAHAWAH'S said, one jot, one tittle. You think it's a small thing, but they wasn't playing that.
It was to the details. We had to stand at the same time at boot camp. When they told us to stop, you stop, move. You better not move after they say stop.
Right.
Move a muscle after they tell you to stop and see what happens. They would come inspect you. It was off, but they would inspect their property. Most High come through the camp and inspect. They would have us standing on court. The drill instructor, senior drill instructors would come by each. Is there anything mentally, physically, or spiritually wrong with you? No, sir. You spin around and they look at you up and down, making sure that you ain't had no spot on you or something. Man, it was, look, they got all that from the Bible.
Con, that's right.
They got all that from the Bible. And why you think America is a military superpower? That's all we are now.
Yeah.
They said they used to have, make sure your belt buckle was lined up with your
Yeah.
nose.
With your, man,
Yeah,
come on.
that's right.
Your hat had to be a certain,
That's right.
had the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
fingers in here, had to be right there. It better, man, they come and smack that thing off your head. The Most High is way more disciplined. He's a man of war. Most High's a man of war. Read, what did I have you hold?
Psalm 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Most High.
What?
Ordered by the
This
Most
is
High.
how we call, even though we're good, being led by the Spirit. That's why it's no man that's good except the Most High. A good man is a man. What makes him good is he's being led by the Spirit. He's in relationship with the Most High. He's not being led by his emotions. He's not easily angered. He ain't a roaring lion in his house. He's disciplined. He can rule his spirit. He commands submission to those who oppose him in his presence. Man, you know a military man when he step in the room, if he's still active. You're like, man, he even made a left, right just to turn around. He about face when he left the room. He's still in the military. Or he's conditioned. You see what I'm saying? When I got out of boot camp, man, I thought I could have, man, they had brain dirtied us to where I thought, you told me to run through this house, I'd have tried it. Don't use the door either. Get through them bricks. They had us. But the Most High wants the mind of a Mashiach to be in you. They even understood the concept. If we could get them how to think, if they could think that they were daredevils or devil dogs, we could have these nuts blindly run into trouble and not fear or to conquer fear. You can't serve the Most High. We serve the greatest power ever. You can't even explain it. That doesn't even do it justice. He's the power above all powers.
That's right.
And he's a man of war. Man, we not looking too well. If a secular army got more discipline than us, we ain't looking too well. Bring it up.
Come. It says and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Yahweh upholdeth him with his hand.
With his hand. That's what you have when he's present. So we see it's going to take trust, and this is what we to expect. We want him to tabernacle with us. Proverbs 16 and 9.
Proverbs 16 and 9. It says, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps.
But he what?
But the Lord directeth his steps.
This is the evidence of him being with us. This is the gift that we receive. And so we have to see it as a gift. And these are the fruits that you should be experiencing as it relates to tabernacles. If you're not experiencing tabernacles. We just camped out. That's all we just camped out. A little bit too much to drink. That's all we did. We ate too much. That's all. Psalms 119 and 105. But the fact that the Most High is telling us this on the 8th day, now again, we know his mercies towards us. Again, another opportunity. We can leave here with a new beginning. Come on.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 105.
Jeremiah 29.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
The word is what?
A lamp unto my feet.
Come on.
And a light unto my path.
That's the guide. So his word and his instructions is his presence. Wherever his word is. When you comply to his word, you're being led by the Spirit, and you're gonna have his protection. He's amongst you. That's why it says where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, in my authority, at the feast days. Then I'm in the midst. Come on.
Verse 106.
Look, a real point. Israel knew that 3 times in a year, the men knew that they were able to experience the presence of the Most High. You know the other time they couldn't? And that was their motivation to get there. That should be our motivation every time we come together, so that the presence of the Most High, but we know YAHAWAH'S said he wouldn't leave us comfortless. So it's actually, the fulfillment is tremendous, because all we got to do now is actualize these feast days, and he can be present with us every day. They had to wait 3 times in a year to experience the presence of the Most High. To even be renewed, to even have that spirit. They was like, they were thirsty, man. I gotta get there. If I don't, and they were required to be there. The Most High loved them so much, he mandated, get here so I could give you this, so you could receive this gift. And it was for your family.
Right, covered the whole house.
It covered the whole house. It was for your nation.
Because you brought it home.
Because you brought it home. You brought his presence. You brought his presence home. The family was great. Man, they were glad to see you. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I remember when I was young. This is a little sidebar. I was young, man. When my dad came through the door after work, man, it's nothing like that feeling as a little boy. To see your dad come through the door. He your hero. You know, you small in stature, you looking up your father. I'm sure like with your children, man, you their hero. His presence, just being there. My father didn't have to do it. He could just sit in his chair. I look over, I'm playing, he there. Man, you know what that does to a child? You know how many of our men don't have that? Haven't experienced that, don't have that foundation. And that's not saying that they less than, because the Most High is the ultimate Father. But what I'm saying is, those types of relationships, those are mirrors to teach us about the oneness we should have with the Heavenly Father. That's what the Most High was teaching us, even while we were young. He put that in our spirit. The need for a Father. You know, how much more the need for the Heavenly Father? And Him being there. Ooh, when you call. A lot of it, think about the pride. We don't need Him. Now, I can't imagine me as a little boy saying, I don't need my Father. He did everything for me. If it weren't for Him, I didn't eat. I knew if He wasn't there, something was missing. A lot of us, Most High ain't with you and you don't even feel like nothing missing. Read on.
Verse 106, I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgment.
Man, the Most High is going to do it. He's not like our fathers who, they couldn't help it sometimes. They couldn't come through. But Yahweh always comes through.
That's right.
Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Give me what I had you on.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
You want me to start at 10? 10,
Come.
Yeah. It says, Jeremiah 29 and 10, it says, for thus saith Yahweh, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, and causing you to return to this place.
Look, He's visiting us. He's with us. And look what He's going to do. Come on.
Verse 11, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end.
To give you. So why wouldn't you want Him to dwell with you, or you to dwell with Him? You want to give us an expected end of peace. I'm going to get two more scripts, Psalms 32 and 8, and my last one is Isaiah 48 and 17. Man, this a beautiful last day, isn't it? Look at
Man,
it.
sure is.
Woo.
Blue skies. Ain't no clouds.
I got that song. What was the last one?
Isaiah 48, 17.
Yeah, come.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 32 and verse 8. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go.
Man, wait a second. This is when we don't have to guess, beloved. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to doubt. You don't have to have, even if you experience doubt and fear, this is what we trust and lean on. Read that again.
Man,
That's
verse 7.
Man, bring it out.
Yeah,
we move about the spirit.
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Verse 7. Thou art my hiding place.
Ooh, that's Tabernacles.
Yeah.
That's where the protection come on from this wicked world, man. And all the things that we have to take on as men. Because men are authority, and we gotta wait. We're taught not to cry. We're taught not to feel, because we have to be that strength. But our secret place and our strength, we get plugged in through our relationship with the Most High.
Yeah.
This is how we can stand as men, and they be like, damn, man, like that old man back there, a superhero right there. What's going on with that brother right there?
Yeah.
Come on, still in his strength, all that gray, still strong, like Marshall was. Come on.
This Psalms 32:7. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble.
Come on.
Thou shalt compass me
Did he say,
about.
is our women our hiding place?
Nah.
Your job, your hiding place?
Hey, can you grab Isaiah 32?
You know, are they your refuge?
Yeah.
Other people's opinions of you? Circumstances?
I think verse 2.
Bring it up. I'm
Psalms,
done. Y'all can go. Let's go.
Psalms 32. You got it?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You want me to bring it out?
Yeah.
Come. Isaiah 32 and 2.
Go right.
And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
Woo! A man, a woman, your children. This female apotheosis system we got where they worship women. Baby, I do anything. Baby, please, just don't go. Come on, man. That's it. Just don't go. I drink your bath water. Just don't. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Go ahead.
And a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Come on.
Fire.
That you got to meditate on that. We can't just run. Even after this, meditate on them scriptures, man. That's one thing Captain Obadiah did. When he got a word, he didn't just hear the word. He went back and got increased and was able to add to it. That's what the Most High wants from us. It's not just to take his words and just sit on. These words are talents. He want a return on what he's given us.
I think in the book of Sirach 21, it say that if a skillful man hear a word, that he'll add on to it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but if a man of no understanding, it'll like go over his head.
Go over his head. Yeah. And we see that because you still in your folly. You didn't change. So you can't tell me the word isn't quick and powerful.
Right.
Read.
Psalms 32:7, it says, Thou art my hiding place, thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance, Selah. Verse 8.
Man, look at that. Hiding place. Now just imagine us being you running from your enemy. You know, you looking for a place of refuge. Your enemy is on your heel. You done seen other brothers go down. It looks like it's no hope when you find your hiding place.
Right.
Read.
Verse 8. I will instruct thee
Woo!
and teach thee.
And teach thee. You've been out. You done missed your rally point. The helicopter done passed you by, and you got to run again. You thought you was going home.
Right.
You found this.
In the way which thou shalt go, I will guide thee in mine eye.
Ooh. The relation. How can we not be victorious? Come on.
Verse 9. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding.
They have no understanding. They don't have understanding of these feast days. Why it's so important for us to come here. Why you going through so much contrary to getting here? Don't be like that past, man.
If I may,
Scripture.
I was gonna say something real quick.
Yeah, come.
If you missing the day, you missed the message. You got it.
Ooh.
This is Sirach 36
You missed the gift.
and verse 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest.
Now think about that. Getting chills. Think about that. You had to be present though. The calling of assembly, him calling, you had to be present to receive that. Even when we look at Acts, at Shavuot, they were all gathered in one accord. They were all there.
Right.
Anybody else? That's powerful. I feel his presence here. His presence is here.
Verse 9. It says, Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bite and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in Yahweh, mercy shall compass him about.
Right here, I want to read this real quick. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's the times that we're in. 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify Yahweh thy power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. And that only comes out of relationship. It only comes out of that oneness and him being with you.
You know, I forget where it is, where the Most High says he'll be with you always. He'll be with us always. Might be Revelations, but it's important that we, you know, invoke his presence. And the Most High has only given YAHAWAH that ability. We say, I'll never leave you nor forsake you.
Yeah, while you look for, I can get that scripture in Sirach I was talking about.
Yeah.
It says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and 15, it says, if a skillful man hear a wise word, he will command it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him, and he casts it behind his back.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's heavy.
it said displeasing.
Yeah, he upset with
He
the
don't wanna
word.
hear it.
That's right. That's right. The instructions, his responsibility. Hebrews 13, 3. Remember them that are in bonds, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers the Most High will judge. 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness. You know, wanting. I mean, the Most High should be our source, so we shouldn't look to any other source for it, you know, to strengthen us. If he with you, that's an insult too. Most High your power, but you gonna, I need Duke. The power company, y'all.
I got no, I feel it,
Yeah, the Most High your power, but you gonna call on Duke.
Gotta cut the power on the Shabbat.
There you go. Come on. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So that we may boldly say, Yahweh is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Everybody can't do that. That's true relationship. Because I know he with me. If I don't have no money, he'll make a tree. If he chooses, the tree will grow money. You gotta have that type of faith. Money will show up. Like manna. Like I said, true relationship with the Most High is following, being led without knowing where the destination is. You know, that was the people's problem. I'm done. That was the people's problem in Israel. Having the foresight, but not trusting that the Most High was all the sight they needed.
That's faith.
That's faith. That's faith. I don't need to see my condition fixed. I just need to know that the Most High is in my condition. He's with me in my condition. That's all I need. I don't care what they say. I don't care what the diagnosis is. If the Most High is with me, who can be against? We say this all the time, but we really don't live it. But they say we're not really about that life. And we all, including myself, there are levels to this. We got to increase. We're supposed to be increasing in faith.
That's right.
You got to increase. Because the harder the trial, you mean to tell me these athletes, as little boys, I dreamed about this all my life, and they quick to say God did it, he gave me the ability, and now I'm champion. Why we don't have no stories like that? Spiritually. Most High ain't, he might have, but that wasn't his ultimate desire for our people to dribble a basketball and dunk it. And then to have somebody talk about you, that's pride and arrogance. Who's the GOAT? And that's odd, isn't it, when you think about it? Who's the GOAT?
But you know,
talking about
they
the
giving it up to
sacrifice.
Satan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They giving it up. They don't know the name of the Most High.
Nope.
They don't never give that name
Nope.
no reference. In
That's
the
right. That's right. It's their power. It's the power they serve, which is the God of this world.
Right.
He seen you as a little boy. Then he tell YAHAWAH'S, I could give you all this.
All this, yeah.
So you mean to tell me the Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, didn't give you the skill set to play basketball?
Right.
Come on.
That's
The
crazy.
heathens put us in the gymnasium.
Right. Yeah. And now you got some of them guys who's doing that, playing what he said, accused Jamie Foxx of playing them brothers getting together and playing naked basketball.
Yeah.
That's all, man. That gymnasium, there you go back to all the heathen practices. And look who's the spectacle. You got all your enemies surrounding you in the arena, watching you. Come on. But anyway, with that, unless anybody else has anything, at Shalom, go ahead, bring it up.
You still want that Isaiah?
Yeah, bring it up.
48?
We'll end right here.
This Isaiah 48 and 17. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord thy God, which teacheth thee to profit,
Come on.
which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go." Verse 18, it says, "Oh, that thou hast hearkened to my commandments, then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea."
Man, even with that breeze right there, that leading, man. And if we could just, there's so many signs, but we've been blinded because of our rebellion. Let us not rebel anymore, man. We say YAHAWAH'S, and forgive us, allow us to be open and humble to your leading, and submit to your will. Even as our Hamashiach Yahweh said, nevertheless, not my will, but thine. It's surrendering. Kwam Yasha.